Hello, this is Dr. Douglas Husbands. I'm an Institute for Functional Medicine certified practitioner, a doctor of chiropractic, and a certified clinical nutritionist. I've been in practice for over 28 years. Today, I want to talk to you about increased intestinal permeability, otherwise known as leaky gut. What is it, and what are the consequences of it? In this explanation, I'm going to use an analogy to explain the anatomy of the gut lining from a colleague, Dr. Tom O'Brien. Think of the GI tract or the gut as a tube going through the body, starting at the mouth and ending at the anus at the other end. Now this tube is open to the external environment. In this tube, let's say we have it in this analogy, it lined with shag carpet. That shag carpet lining is analogous to the protrusions, the finger-like projections that occur particularly in the small intestine. Those finger-like projections, called villi, are there to increase the surface area for improved absorption and assimilation of nutrients from foods, from the gastrointestinal tract into the bloodstream. Now, let's say in this analogy you have cheesecloth overlying the shag carpet. That cheesecloth is analogous to the simple columnar epithelial cells that should have very tight junctions. Cheesecloth like your grandmother may have used to make sauces, and you pour the liquid through the cheesecloth and the liquid comes out the other side and the clumps of food stay on one side. Well, just as in the GI tract lining, you should have very tight junctions in those what are called simple columnar epithelial cells, where foods and other substances, other microbes, only selectively get through the lining of the epithelial cells into the deeper layers where there's blood vessels right underneath that, and of course blood vessels go everywhere in the body. Now, if you have, for instance, say food sensitivities, such as gluten intolerances or milk or whatever, and you have a leaky gut, you can get substances that can get through the gut lining. Instead of the tight junctions, you have those loose junctions, and getting through the gut lining, getting into the bloodstream. And of course the bloodstream goes everywhere. Now, antibodies can start to be produced against, in this example, gluten. And antibodies will be attacking the gluten, trying to take care of that. And your immune system can see through a mechanism called molecular mimicry. It can start to react to other tissues as a response to attacking the gluten. Say, for instance, it can start making antibodies against your thyroid gland and start attacking the thyroid gland. And when that happens, you can get antibodies attacking the thyroid gland, and you get autoimmune hypothyroidism, otherwise known as Hashimoto's disease, or autoimmune hyperthyroidism, otherwise known as Graves' disease. Now, as I mentioned, you have literally hundreds of trillions of bacteria within your GI tract, with all different types of, with all these scientific names like Klebsiella pneumonia, Proteus mirabilis, etc. Now, say if these microbes, you get an overgrowth of the microbes or overabundance in the gastrointestinal tract, and you've got a leaky gut. What can happen? Yes, that can get into the bloodstream. Your immune system starts attacking that, and then through the mechanism of molecular mimicry, it can start attacking other tissues. In the case of Klebsiella pneumonia or Proteus mirabilis, it can start attacking your connective tissue in the lower back, and therefore proceed to the development of ankylosing spondylitis, or in your joints with Proteus mirabilis in particular, associated with development of rheumatoid arthritis. So with molecular mimicry, that can be a problem with the development of autoimmune conditions seemingly unassociated with gastrointestinal problems. A lot of this research has been credited to Dr. Alessio Fasano, particularly in a paper that he published in 2005 describing the mechanisms of action of leaky gut progressing to autoimmune conditions. In this first video regarding leaky gut, you can start to get a better understanding of why leaky gut is in fact a problem. In additional videos that we do look for, we're going to be discussing signs and the causes of leaky gut, signs and symptoms of leaky gut, diagnosis and treatment of leaky gut. I hope that you found this video beneficial and useful for you. And if so, share it with others. And also, look for the other videos that we're going to be doing and producing on leaky gut. Thank you for watching. This is Dr. Douglas Husbands, and we'll talk to you soon.